Hello, my wonderful spirit guides. Today I'm going to be reacting to two RINA Sawayama songs. Sorry, I'm getting them all mixed up now with the names. Hold the Girl, and the other one is Catch Me in the Air. One came out like a few days ago. Don't even think like a week, not sure. And then the other one came out about a month ago. I was going to wait for like when obviously she drops her album, but a lot of people have been asking for these two songs, so I was like, you know what, it's short, it's simple, it's good, because obviously I'm having a lot of struggles with YouTube copyright and stuff, trying to find my groove and so on. So doing nice little short videos have been really helpful, just to keep y'all satisfied and keep myself satisfied, being able to hear some tunes, not having to worry about doing full-length albums constantly, even though it's my favourite thing to do. But I also enjoy watching a music video or listening to a couple songs and getting the taste. Like, I love waiting for when the album's going to come out and just do it all then, because I love the experience of that. But I also like getting into an album where I have heard a few songs, so I know what's coming. I know what the feel's going to be, a bit like what I did with Charlie XCX's Crash album. I'd already heard a couple songs, I think, or maybe even 3, and I was like, I knew what they're going to be, so I could just like have fun and party and wait for the next one that I hadn't heard. It almost makes it a more fun experience. So I am kind of enjoying just doing separate little singles at the moment, so that's what I'm going to do. If you'd like to become a patron, please do. It helps me out so bloody much, if I'm honest. If you would like to leave me a tip, you could do that. Anything you can afford, that is fine. You know, it doesn't matter how much. It's just like a little tip to be like, hello, there you go, thanks. and every time I see this little tip come through, I'm like, wow, thank you. It really means a lot. I got sent a tip the other day, and I was like, and there was no message attached to it, but I was like, thank you. You know, it's just like a nice feeling, and it really motivates me to keep going, because it helps me on a big level. It just does. But if you'd like to follow me on Instagram, I shall follow you back. Like and subscribe and comment, because I love reading your comments. Let's go. First one I'm going to do is Hold the Girl. Oh no, I didn't really think about my hair with the headphones. Oh, okay. We'll just go with it. Anyway, I'm not actually going to be showing the visualizer music video thing. It's not really a music video by the looks of it, just by skimming through. It's just a visualizer on both of them, because YouTube and so on like that, it's just a bit annoying. Anyway, let's go on with it. Hold the Girl. Hang on, I am not ready. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. That's so cool, because I just wanted to mention, so the vocals, like the "and hold you close," she has like the I can't remember even the melody now. This is what I mean. I just wasn't ready. I can't do it the way she did it, because I can't remember it. But it's like the yow. It's like the 80s hair metal kind of scream. She's not screaming, but she's got that 80s sort of metal tone, the mixed voice of yeah, right. That sounds so good. And then it's gone into this and it's got like sampled little vocals over here, almost sounding like a little like arcade almost. I'm gonna go back a bit though. That sound. Proper just sampled. I love. Sometimes I get down with guilt for the promises. Oh, the guitar. To my younger self. Oh. Living without you. Been living without you. Lean and hold you close. I won't leave you on your own. I remember dying hurt. Hold that girl. Hold that girl. Sometimes I just wanna run away. Wow. Oh, how wonderful. I feel like this album, when it comes out, is just going to be full of songs that just make you feel good, special, whole, loved. You know? Oh, gosh. I am going to go through the lyrics, even though I got the basic gist. Hold the girl is the girl inside of you, you know? But I'm going to read it to get the detail. But I loved all the musical stuff about it too. Yeah, I did pause to re-talk about it, but it just had that real epic, ballady vibe to it, but with a RINA SAWAYAMA twist. But the balladiness is so 80s in a way. It's weird because it obviously has like the early 2000s vibe, but like the way it was done had an 80s epicness to it. It almost felt like it could be like, you know, like a theme tune for like an anime or something. Is that crazy for me to say? No, I don't think so. I don't even watch anime really, but I still got that. I saw this like really powerful, like, yeah, almost cheesy, but it's not horrible cheesy. It was like the cutest cheesy ever. It's actually really open and lovely in that way. I don't know, but I'll read the lyrics. So she starts off with, reach inside and hold you close. I won't leave you on your own. Teach me the words I used to know. Yeah, I forgot them long ago. So hold that girl. So reach inside and hold you close. She's telling you to do that. Like, reach inside yourself and then hold you close. Hold that version of you close. Yeah, pretty obvious. And then I won't leave you on your own. Talking to that girl inside her. But then this bit, teach me the words I used to know. Yeah, I forgot them long ago. It's like, okay, so what are the words that she used to know? What are they? Like something like, I love myself, I love who I am, or you've got this, you're strong. Are they like loving words that like she used to tell herself, but now she's forgotten them with age and, you know, what age can bring, which is depression or, you know, harder times, difficulties, adulting. And then she says, so hold that girl. It's almost like saying, so hold her to remember who you were in comparison to who you are now. Look after the girl that was hurt maybe. And then it goes on to say, sometimes I get down with guilt for the promises I've broken to my younger self. Moving on, maybe I'll never will, because I left you spinning on the carousel. That's really sad, actually. Yeah, so basically she's saying like all the promises she made to her younger self, like, you're gonna be this, you're gonna do that, or I'm never gonna do this, I'm never gonna do that to hurt you. She feels guilty for those promises being broken, which inevitably you shouldn't feel guilty for, of course, because like life happens and things get in the way and you do things that you think you'd never do. But she's healing from that. You can tell in this song that she's healing. Moving on, maybe I never will, because I left you spinning on the carousel. And that's like her inner child. You know, like the girl is the inner child, which we kind of gathered anyway, but like it's really shown here. Left you spinning on a carousel. Carousel's usually for children. And she's saying she left that child, that innocence, that like ambitious, or that like person who didn't have a care in the world. She left them hanging on left them spinning on the carousel, and yeah, kind of never went back to embrace the inner child, you know? And then been living without you. So she's just been living her life without the inner child, and everyone needs to embrace their inner child, as hard as it may seem. And honestly, it's very hard. It's not an easy triumph. I want to remember she is me and I am her. That's so true. I find this song to be quite personal because I understand it on such a level. Like, my childhood and my younger days are completely different to who I am now, and so on like that. Oh my god, my hair's like sticking out like crazy on this side. Oh well, sorry, got totally distracted. Yeah, yeah, I always find it really hard because I obviously suffered a lot of like SA growing up. So when I think of that girl, I often try not to think about her. But in obviously extensive therapy that I've done, there's a lot of trying to heal the inner child, and a lot of, if you could see your inner child right now, what would you say? And, you know, I guess I'm still struggling with that a little bit, but I understand the notion. I understand every word of this song. I understand, and I want for everyone, but it's sometimes hard when it's yourself, isn't it? Makes you go, I don't know, it's hard, it's too emotional, it's too hard, I don't know what to do. But that's just trauma as well. So everyone does it in their own time and whatever, but this is a beautiful reminder, and also not just a reminder, but a beautiful thing for those who may not have even thought about it. Sometimes I just want to run away, leave behind that old me, start again. Then I remember who I'm really made of, and she's been hiding and seeking, waiting all along. Felt like that bit was written to me right then. What I was just talking about. But yeah, like that's kind of what I feel on a personal level. I want to run away and just not think about like the past and who I was and who I've been. I just want to be who I am now and stuff like that. But you know, you kind of gotta deal with your demons in a way, and realize that a younger you it's not their fault, or you know, it's not your fault, and so on like that. So you just gotta like embrace it. It's really hard to talk about it myself because it's making me feel sad actually. I'm not ready to face this demon right this second. I faced it many of times, and then it's gone back in the bloody cupboard, and then it's come out again every now and then. I haven't fully embraced it yet, so don't, RINA. I love this for you, but don't make me embrace my inner child. How dare you? What a rude thing to do. I'm joking. Obviously, I love it, but it's just I don't know what to say. Like I'm like, ugh. I guess I'll just quickly just try and vent what I really want to say to make it all feel okay. Because when I'm beating around the bush, it makes it feel awkward. But yeah, like growing up, I went through a lot of SA, and well into my teen years, up to the age of 23. I'm 27, okay? And this isn't just from one person, it's multiple people. It's like a domino effect. So just awful. And with that comes a lot of blame on oneself. And whereas I don't actually blame myself, there's still shame. And there is still almost like bitterness, anger, like looking at that person saying, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? And these are toxic things. And I actually don't do that on a daily basis. However, when it's brought up, you sometimes can feel that way. I remember in therapy, I had to look at my younger self and imagine him sat in a chair across from me and say what I want to say. And I actually found it really hard to do it. A wall kept going up, so I kept like detaching completely. And then I'd get, you know, one step closer, one step further away. I think I even faked it in the end and was like, yeah, like I saw myself and hugging my younger self, and it you know, I did, but it didn't fit with me right. You know, I still got a long way to go with that. I think I do a lot of my inner child healing through my daughter, as if I love her. To the ultimate degree. I protect her and care for her and listen to her and give her a platform to speak and everything, you know, whatever. So I think a lot of my healing comes through that. And yeah, it's really hard to you know, I don't know, but whenever I do get sad or angry, I do actually go, come on, Fern, come on. You know, there's nothing wrong with a bit of self-soothing encouragement. Instead of being like, why are you doing this? Why are you acting like this? It's best to be like, it's all right. I understand why you're acting like this. You need to chill out a little bit. You've got to be all right. Like, come on, you silly sausage. You know, just be like, it's all right, my lovely. Be nice to yourself. Be kind to yourself. And so I guess I exercise it in different ways. I just still have demons that I'm not ready to face yet. I feel like I need to get completely on a better level in my normal life before I go back, you know, fully. I need to be ready, and that's okay, even if I'm 50 years old and I haven't done it yet. I know it's there. Anyway, I don't want to drag this on too long, but I felt like it was important to really just explain that, because obviously this is personal to me and I don't want to beat around the bush. I don't want to skip over things. It's almost triggering, but not in a horrible way. Just like oh yeah, that little thing I haven't dealt with. Yeah, it's actually kind of beautiful, but it's making me emotional. So I'm trying to like, whew, be like, ha, do, but really inside I'm like, oh, okay. But anyway, I love it. I do. And then she says, close to your heart, never ever let you go. They'll tell you sit up and shut up and grow up. What the hell do they know? Because the girl in your soul's seen it all, and you owe her the world. So hold the girl, hold the girl. It's just sad. It's making me feel a bit sad, and I've got another song to go. I'm not ready to cry yet. I'm not ready to cry today at all. I'm hormonal. I'm tired. And it will, when the tears flow, it won't stop, and it will be annoying. So I'm not doing it. It's lovely. It just shows that she's been on a healing journey, and it's just beautiful. It just is. And like, I guess I'd love to know what you think of this song, and like, have you had your healing journeys? Have your healing journeys yet to come? Do you even have a healing journey? You know, like, I guess I want to know. Like, it sparks conversation, this sort of thing, doesn't it? I guess I am glad I'm doing it as a single reaction rather than the album, because the album would be like 20 hours long else, because I would just be stuck on this one song. But I am going to move on. All right, next one was called Catch Me in the Air. It's weird because also the two Billie Eilish songs that came out, gorgeous songs, super emotional. They did make me really emotional. But this one made me more emotional because I felt it on a personal level. So I'm actually like, oh, that's even more sad. I was thinking, oh, I feel really weird because like loads of people were crying at the Billie Eilish ones, and when I saw them crying, it made me cry. But when I actually reacted, I didn't cry, and I was like, oh. I guess I just wasn't feeling it that day. Or like, I felt the emotion, obviously. I mean, it'd be impossible not to. But yeah, I didn't cry or anything. And yeah, but this one's suddenly making me want to. So I'm like, oh God, what's going on here? All right, well, let's do it. Catch Me in the Air. Is it going to be sad again? Because I don't know if I can handle it. But yeah, let's go. I like that. I love the mix. Beautiful. The whooshing sounds. Kind of reminds me of Aurora. The way it's rising up. Her vocal. Oh, it fades out. Wow. That's so cute. Yeah, that one did have like a slightly different feel to it actually. It still had that big epicness, of course, but RINA's songs just do. What I was noticing though is like out of the three, recent songs she's done, none of them have had like the metal aspect, and like I loved it in the RINA SAWAYAMA album with the metal bits, but like I'm not mad at it because the sound that she is going for is still epic. It's still full. It still gives you like a big feeling like metal can. I know it's different because metal has more of like an aggression to it, and this is more just epic and it feels positive. But yeah, I mean, of course, I'd love to hear some more rocky sounds from her, but I'm really not. If she didn't have one song on the newer album, I don't even know when it is or what it's going to be called, but if she didn't have one that was metal, I wouldn't be too upset. I just wouldn't, because I don't think it would fit the vibe of what we've heard so far, because she has got a lot of cool pop rock sounds in it, which is so, I don't know, I love it. This one had like a lot of country moments in the vocal with the falsetto flips all over the place. Also, the falsetto flips were interesting because she's talking about catch me in the air and I'm flying. So when she flips into a falsetto, it's almost like, it's like she's flying. I don't know, like going into the falsetto, it just suddenly feels like leaping into the air. I don't know, maybe that's just crazy, but I feel this kind of liftedness. It's so ethereal too, and with all the whoosh and like, that's kind of superhero sounds of flying. It's like kind of cute. It's kind of like, you can imagine like, I don't know, something childlike about it. It's so lovely. But I'm going to read the lyrics. Hey there, little girl, don't you want to see the world? Don't be scared. Hey there, little world, are you ready for this girl? Do you dare? That's so cute too. Like, I'm just like, little girl, are you ready to see the world? And little world, are you ready for this girl? It's just so nice to like play with the words like that. It's very simple, but totally effective. Okay. Only took 9 months and a lot of love. Carried all our dreams and she's ready now. Oh, hey there, little girl, don't you want to see the world? So only took 9 months and a lot of love. So that's like pregnancy, obviously, and a lot of love. It's a lot of love to do with the childhood. Do you know what I mean? So pregnancy to childhood. Carried all our dreams. Is that going back to her inner child thing, like carrying all our dreams, together? Or is it kind of like a parent thing? I'm not entirely sure if she's talking about a physical child apart from her, or her as a child, or, it's all kind of mixed because of the other song I heard and stuff. But anyway, I ran away where clouds kiss the mountain peaks. I was afraid, but you put the wings on me. Feet on the edge, feet on the edge. So catch me in the air. Mama, look at me now. Catch me in the air. Mama, look at me now. I'm flying. That's so cute. So I don't know. Is she talking about her mum? You put the wings on me. Is she saying that about her mum, or is she saying that about someone else who she loves? I don't know. Feet on the edge. So feet on the edge is very much took a risk. I could either fly or fall, fail or fly, or whatever they call it. And she obviously flew. And she's like, Mama, look at me now. And I don't know the relationship she has with her mum. So in a way, there's a way that like you can go, Mama, look at me now, as if her mum didn't believe in her, or Mum, look at me now because she didn't believe in herself, but her mum always did, and her mum's proud of her. I don't know their relationships. So in a weird way, it could be both. 20 years all alone, bound together to the phone. Was it fate? Watch you decorating all the walls made a prison of our home, no escape. Oh, see, there's something personal there that I don't know what it is. I might have to look if maybe Genius has something said about it. It has an about section. I actually doesn't have anything on the actual lyric, but I don't want to read it yet because I really want to get what I think across first. But when I said about the bad relationship with the mum, maybe I wasn't so wrong there, because watching you decorate all the walls made a prison of our home, no escape. That sounds very much like the mum had a lot of a tight control over the household, and RINA didn't have a very free-flowing life and wasn't able to grow up in a way that everyone else was. Maybe all her friends were and so on. So maybe the mama look at me now is more of like a look at me now, I'm flying. A bit more of like a jab. Maybe not in a cruel way, but in like a I've made it out of that prison. Ooh, it's quite deep, isn't it? And then it said, when you ran away where clouds kissed the mountain peaks, I was afraid, but you left your wings on me. So when you ran away, so she ran away? She left them? It's so interesting. It's so personal that it's like hard to really know exactly what's going on. And then it says, and they will never know the fear of making a mistake. The risk you take, the pain you create. But mama, look at us now, high above the clouds. Yeah, I hope that you're proud. It says, save each other in every way. Feel the fear as we float in the sea. Look at us now, way past the clouds that haunted your dreams. I hope that you're proud. God, don't do the emotional thing again. Stop. It's making me sad. Maybe her mum was like afraid, or and now she's free and their relationship is like soaring now. They're soaring through the sky. Maybe their relationship got better. Maybe they had a bad relationship, but they've mended it. And with age, you begin to understand your parents a lot more. So it could be something like that. Oh, let's read this about section and see if it has anything in there that could clarify things for me. Catch Me in the Air is the second single from RINA. No. RINA. Sorry, RINA. That was terrible. I did not mean to say that. Catch Me in the Air is the second single from RINA Sawayama's Hold the Girl album. Oh, so the album's going to be called Hold the Girl. That's cool. The song details Sawayama's relationship with her single mother and how they have supported each other through difficult times. The track's sound is inspired by Irish pop band The Cause. Sawayama first performed the song in 2021 at the Dynasty's Tour, Glasgow. Okay, so she has actually said as well, this song I wrote about my mum, who's a single mum. You know how intense that relationship is. They feel like your sister, a brother, or even your child sometimes. I felt throughout my life my mum and I caught each other when we were falling. That's what the song's about. Okay, so going backwards, her saying, Mama, look at me now is a good thing, not a bad thing. I've gone back and forth so much, but I'm just trying to work it out on my own. But her mum, being a single mum, might possibly be more protective, a bit more scared to let like her children go and be free because it's only her there to support them. There might be that with the prison line. I'm not sure. I wrote Catch Me in the Air across 2020, 2021 at a time when a lot of people around me were having children or thinking of having children. It made me think of the pressures that parents go through when raising a child. I put myself in my mum's shoes. I'm nearly her age when she had me. My parents were separated, and so mum and I lived together with a lodger in a flat in London. We shared a bedroom until I was 15 because we could not afford to not rent the spare room out. Mum and I came from totally different cultures, Japanese and London, and so we fought a lot. I felt like she didn't understand me and I didn't understand her at all. I would run away to go to gigs in foreign countries on my own, and I felt like she emotionally ran away from me sometimes. In brackets, she says, I could see why I was a nightmare. We would have screaming fights from 7 a.m. and I would be embarrassed and frustrated by everything she did. There were several years in my 20s where we didn't talk at all. I spent a lot of time being angry because I felt misunderstood and the burden of being an only child from separated parents. The first verse of CMITA is from a parent's perspective. It's kind of what I thought. I was like, is it a mum talking? You know what I mean? Second verse from the child's. I love being at an age where I could see from both perspectives. I can't imagine having to raise a child basically on your own in a country where you don't speak the language. to make a living to try and give the best for your child. My mum would sleep at 10 p.m. and then wake up at 2 a.m. to start working again. She did this for years, and she would always make me breakfast and pack me off with cute Japanese lunch. I could never. I often wonder if we would have had a easier relationship growing up if she didn't have to work so hard. It also makes me wonder how many parents want to be their best supportive self for their kids but simply can't because they are exhausted. Anyway, I'm so proud of this song and where our relationship is at. The bridge / medley and outro of the song is how I feel about our relationship now. I feel like I'm so glad I read through the lyrics without reading that, because I feel like I touched on so many points that RINA has now, basically said to be true. So I'm really happy about that I kind of got the main gist of the song. And the reason why I wasn't sure if they had a good relationship or bad relationship is because it was both. And like I said about how the end of the song, maybe they're really happy now as they've grown up, they know. And as she approaches the age of what her mum was when she had her, she has a new kind of respect for her, a new kind of, wow, well done, like you actually did all that. I can't imagine going through that. There's a bit of more respect there, and I think that happens with so many relationships. And again, on a personal level, I feel that. I've been filming for 40 minutes and I've only listened to 2 songs, but that's just me. But yeah, I get it. Like I was the same with my mum growing up. Very difficult relationship for a while. Yes, but now it's all great, and a lot of that comes from understanding and, well, yeah, growing up, it just gives you a different perspective on things for sure. So yeah, another relatable song. Pretty crazy how much I relate to RINA through her music. I suppose a lot of people do too. I think she's got that real gift to be able to relate by being so open. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know which of the 2 songs you like the most and what they mean to you, if they mean anything at all. But yeah, I shall see you next time. Bye!